This is why it is so important to just understand what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. Hey everybody, welcome back to my journey to $1 million. We on week 9. Week 9, man, turn up. Hey, listen. If this is your first time here, hit that like button. You already know. Push this video out to other dream chasers like yourself. Hit that subscribe button if you want to join me on my journey to $1 million. See, what I'm doing is taking you through my mindset shifts on my journey to achieving those results. Because, see, a lot of us, we just want the results, but it's who you become in the process that allows you to keep those results long term. All right? All right, so let's get right into it. So today's video is the importance of focusing on your strengths. And this video came to be because have you all ever heard of the phrase of the jack of all trades, master of none? That is such an important quote because honestly, that was me, right? And what I mean by that is, like, if you asked me 3 years ago, like, hey, what are you up to? What do you do? I would have been like, oh, so I am working on modeling, acting, content creation, real estate, also some stock market things. Like, I'm also doing research on that. Considering being a photographer, considering I got a good, y'all see my point? Like, it's amazing to have all these great ideas, but what exactly are you excelling in? You feel me? And that is the part where a lot of people end up falling short, especially when you're in that beginning stage, you're trying to build yourself, because you have all these amazing ideas on all these different things you want to do. But in the very beginning, you just need to focus on whichever one you are stronger at. And if you're not strong on any of them, you need to isolate your focus down to just one and put your energy there, and then over time you can start dabbling into other things. But in the very beginning, we just need to figure out one thing. And like for me, it was content creation. Like, I still definitely have been doing the modeling and acting on the side, but it is not priority anymore. And like, content creation is. And naturally though, as I'm like getting better and better and I figure out a structure with this, then we can start dabbling more into those other things. But right now, like, this takes the front because this is my strength. Okay. All right. Now, I'm not telling you all, by the way, to negate those other ideas, because that means you are a producer. You are a person with a lot of imagination and you just want to see how you can make everything happen for yourself. And then that is absolutely amazing, but it's not priority right now. A great example is like for myself, right? When I was trying to do everything, but I wasn't even doing that good in my job. Like, at some point, you just gotta like stop what you're doing and be like, hey, how can I acquire the capital to do these other things? Because like, if you're a person who wants to start doing Airbnb, I mean, you could research how to start Airbnb without money and all those other things. But to be honest, a lot of that stuff, it is some real things out there, but a lot of that stuff phony too, and it's just people wanting you to sign up for their courses and everything. But y'all know I always try to keep it real with y'all, and I'm not saying everybody like that, but a lot of people are like putting on that facade. But like, the reality is, maybe right now, like how I was in the beginning, I just focused on my job, okay? And everything else that I wanted to do on the side, it had to go on the back burner, because at the end of the day, I wasn't getting enough capital to be able to even invest in myself. And that's where you eventually will get to. You'll get to that place where you have to acquire the capital, and then you can invest in all your side endeavors. But we gotta win somewhere first, okay? And another big reason why you don't want to ignore your weaknesses, things you don't like doing, but why you should focus more on your strengths, because at the end of the day, you will collab with more people the more you like go up the ladder. It's just impossible. At some point, you're going to have to meet other people. You're going to have to connect with other people, even if in that very beginning stage you aren't doing anything. And guess what the advantage to that is? Those people's strengths are probably some of your weaknesses, and that is when you get to collab with them to now make everyone's vision just become a reality, right? Or you get to a place where you acquire enough capital and then you can pay people where it's their strengths for you to just focus on your own strengths. Let's give a great example, like editing, okay? Y'all see in some of my videos, like, it's definitely better editing than it was on week 1, because I promised y'all that. But I am never going to go so deep into editing that, like, while I'm talking right now, the camera zooms into my eye and takes you to another place, and now I'm giving my... It's just not going to happen. I don't want to get that good at editing. Do y'all feel me? And so at some point, like, I definitely want to be able to pay an editor myself to be able to take care of these things for me, right? Because that is their strength. And I just want to focus on my strength, which is delivering like amazing content, having my phenomenal personality and things like that. And so this is why it is so important to just understand what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. Work on the weaknesses that, like, if you really need to know a little bit. Like me, I needed to know a little bit of editing, so I definitely learned it. But you don't need to deep dive into those things, because at some point you'll have a circle of people around you that each person's strength is a replication of the other person's weakness, and it won't even matter anymore because everyone knows exactly what their lane is. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join me on my journey to $1 million, and comment below. What is a strength right now that you either have that you've been working on, or maybe you're a person that has a bunch of ideas and you're trying to figure out what your strength is? Like, which one do you think it is that you need to actually hone on before you can build up all those other ideas you got? Once you have your strength in place, the battle isn't over. Make sure you check out my next video on my analogy to how to win at life, because right when you think you know exactly what's going to happen next, it always has something new for you.